How's it guys? Chris here. I just wanted to do a little video on why we use banks and not brokers. So yeah, there's a few fundamental differences between banks and brokers. On the surface, the trading through a bank or a broker really doesn't look much different, but there's some differences that you might need to be aware of, that you should be aware of. The banks are obviously far more regulated than the brokers. We use a bank called Bernstein Bank, which I'll go into with you in just a while. But the first thing is that the brokers take the other side of your trades. So when you place a trade through a bank, the bank takes a small commission, which we refer to as a spread. So it's essentially the cost of making the trade. If you've done our course, then you will have learned all about the spreads. And what happens is that your trade goes into the interbank system and the market goes up and down. When you close your trades, you will either made profit or a loss, and then the bank adjusts your account accordingly. So it works in a very different way when you're trading through a broker. Bernstein Bank, they've got this server literally housed at the London Stock Exchange. So it goes through, your trade goes through the proper interbank system. When you trade through a broker, the brokers, they know that the vast majority of people are looking for ways to make money online. They're not professional traders. There's an extremely high chance of them losing all their money through trading. So why must they actually put your trade through the proper channels? Instead, what happens is they have their own dealing desk. We refer to them as market makers. Okay, so what does this mean? Basically, instead of sending your trades through the proper channels, what they do is they simply take the other side of your trade. So if you place a trade and you win $100, you're going to get $100 appear there on your screen. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's there in real life. It's just a number on your screen at the end of the day. However, if you lose $100, where do you think that $100 goes to? So, but you're correct, yeah, you're thinking that it goes to the broker. So while you are their client, do you actually think that they have your best interests at heart? Because they're making money from your losses. So brokers set the trade prices. Brokers are known for manipulating charts. We can show you comparison charts between a bank chart and a broker chart, and you're going to see subtle differences between the two. So remember that the broker also knows where you put your stop loss. They can see that on their screen. So what's to stop them manipulating the chart and setting a candle to stop you out? And if enough people have got their stop loss at a certain place, that's exactly what they do. Then, I don't know if you guys have experienced this. Many people would have experienced it. You go onto the internet, you click on an ad from a broker, do a quick online application, you download a free demo trading account, you start messing around, and you manage to make significant profits, albeit on your demo account and demo dollars. Then all of a sudden your phone rings and it's your friendly broker. Hi there, my name is Paul. I'm calling from XYZ Trading. I've been allocated as your account manager. And I just wanted to introduce myself. So guys, this guy, he's not your account manager. Obviously, I just made the name Paul up, okay? But it can be anybody calling from one of these brokers. He's not your account manager, guys. He's the salesperson. His job is basically to persuade you to fund your account. If he persuades you to fund your account with $1,000, then you're going to have a look at your screen and you're going to see there's $1,000 sitting in your account. It doesn't mean to say that it's really there. Trust me, probably about 30% of that money has already gone to Paul as his commission for phoning you and persuading you to make that deposit. The brokers also, they make it look like you're doing really well on a small account or a demo account, and then they phone you to persuade you. They say, look at how well you're doing on that small account. What happened if that was $50,000? And they persuade you to remortgage your house, sell your car, max your credit card, and put as much money into your account as possible. And then their job is to persuade you to trade and get you to lose that money. So remember, when you lose your money, that's their profits. I've been trading for many years through Bernstein Bank. I've never had anybody from Bernstein Bank phone me at all. They've got my number. I did that on my application, but they've never phoned me. Bernstein Bank, they're simply there to facilitate your trades through the proper channels. you know, so you don't get hassled with any of these sales guys, but, you know, trying to persuade you to put more money in. Then there's this little thing called slippage. So whenever you place or exit a trade, there's always going to be a slight delay in the time that you actually click the button to when your trade gets actioned. That's what we call slippage. It's due to computer and internet speeds. It's a slight lag between the point that you click the button and the point that your trade is placed. So during this latency in the market, or due to the latency, should I say, in that period of time, the market is either going to go up or down. So that's either going to have a positive or a negative effect on your account. When you trade through a broker, they're only ever going to give you negative slippage. So if the market goes against you, they'll apply that slippage and you'll make less money. But it goes in your favor, they're never going to give you the favor. They're never going to give you the extra money on your account. When you trade through a proper bank, what happens is they give you both positive and negative slippage. So if it goes in your favor, fantastic, you get that extra bit on your account. If it goes against you, well, hey, it went against you. Sometimes it will go against you, sometimes it will go for you. But the broker will only ever give you the negative slippage. Why? Because they want to reduce your account as quick as possible. But you'll also notice when you place a trade through a broker, the transactions take longer. It's because they've got algorithms running in the background of their trading platform, monitoring how fast the market is going, if it's running in your favor or not. I've done a side-by-side test where I've clicked a button on a broker account, and I've clicked a button on a bank account simultaneously. And what you'll find is you click on the broker, it goes, you press click, click, goes tick, 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 place the trades. Simultaneously, if you do it on the bank, you go click, it goes tick, tick, place the trade. So in our perception, it's relatively quick, but in computer science, it's relatively long. As I say, it's because there's these algorithms programmed in the back that the brokers use to determine, is the trade going in the client's favor or is it not? So they use all these, you know, tricks, if you like, to get to make your account deplete as quick as possible. So that's with slippage. Why do we choose Bernstein? So a lot of people ask why we trade through a German bank. So firstly, they're a proper regulated bank. The regulations for banks are far stricter than brokers. Secondly, they're based in Germany. The financial regulations in Germany are literally the strictest in the world. It means that your money is as safe as it can possibly be. You're not susceptible to any scams. There's various regulatory bodies, including BaFin, who are some of the strictest in the world. They're constantly monitoring their practices to make sure they're compliant. They have people go into their offices from these regulatory bodies almost on a weekly basis, breathing over their necks, looking over their shoulders, making sure everything is 100% transparent and compliant. And if they fail to do that, then they're simply going to lose their banking license. So yeah, it just means that your money is as safe as it can possibly be. Another really good benefit of you know, having a trading account with them is that it's a German bank. Your funds are held offshore in dollars or euros. And look, we all know where the rand is going at the moment, unfortunately. I mean, if you've seen the last week or two, it's just been, you know, going from bad to worse. I mean, I remember we had a guy come on the course the other day, and we worked out that he'd made 900 rands and he hadn't even placed any trades. That was basically because he'd funded his account before the course, came on the course, and within those few days, the rand had taken a knock. And yeah, the rand basically devaluated, and he hadn't even placed the trade, and his dollars were now worth 900 rand more than they were when he funded. So yeah, basically, it just helps to hedge the devaluation of the rand. Another benefit is that your funds, because it's a European bank, your funds are insured by the European Banking Commission up to, I think, about 100,000 euros. So in the unlikely event of Bernstein Bank going bankrupt, which isn't going to happen, guys. I mean, they're a solid bank, but look, we do live in an uncertain world. We can't say 100% nothing's going to happen. But if, for example, it did happen, your funds just simply get transferred back to your local bank within the next week or 10 days. So your funds are guaranteed up to 100,000 euros, I think it is, by the European Banking Commission. We say when you get your account to that much, maybe it's a good idea to open up another account or a sub account. You can open up as many accounts as you like. Each account will be insured up to that amount. Versus XYZ brokers, the majority of them are based in Cyprus or Isle of Man or Pakistan or India. The regulations aren't really that good there. Frequently have people come in to see me and just tell me these horror stories of how they've traded up a financial fortress for themselves and their family, and now they can't get the funds out. The broker's gone bankrupt, or they just can't get hold of the people, they're not answering their calls or their emails, and they're not going to see the money again. So just to have that peace of mind that your trading account is insured is really worth its weight in gold. Then just with regards to leverage, so you may have noticed if you are with Bernstein only gives you a leverage of 30 to 1. It's because they're governed by the European laws coming out of Belgium. About a year and a half that the regulations did change. And we've always taught our students to trade with very little leverage, just so you're not risking too much and overexposing yourself to the market. So you may have noticed that if you place too many trades with Bernstein, you get a little message on your MT4 platform saying not enough money. It simply means that you've maxed out the leverage, and it's a good thing because it prevents you from risking too much in one go, and it helps you to stick to the rules that we've always taught. Money management is probably the #1 thing in trading. Okay, so it enforces what we teach you, and it forces the regulations were changed for a reason. Brokers, on the other hand, will give you a leverage of 100 to 1, 200 to 1, 500 to 1, or even 1,000 to 1 in some cases. So yes, if you risk more, you can potentially make more. But if you're risking too much, it simply becomes gambling. The brokers, they love to offer you high leverage. Why? Firstly, it's a draw cards so that their clients think that they can get rich quickly. Secondly, and basically, it's so that they can actually, if you're trading with a huge leverage, it means that they can take your $10,000 account and turn it into zero basically within about 40 minutes if you're really using that maximum leverage. So remember, when you trade through a broker, your losses are their profits. So the only one that actually gets rich quickly is the broker. So beware of those high leverages. Also beware of anybody that's offering you a free starting bonus. So another trick that the brokers do is they offer you a free starting bonus of $50 or $100. And it's really just to hook you into their system. So think about it, guys. Who's going to offer you free money? They're running a business, so they know that they're going to make more back from you in the long run. But sometimes it's tempting to go through a broker because on the surface, it seems like they've got the best spreads. They've got starting bonuses, so they're going to give you free money. They've got high leverage, so you're going to make a fortune very quickly. So on the surface, it can look like the better option, but in reality, they're going to find ways to make more money out of you, even if you're not aware of it. So just in summary, the reason we hook you up with a proper bank is so that you've got the proper tools for the job in hand. It's pointless being, for those of you that follow tennis, a little analogy, it's pointless being Roger Federer, one of the best tennis players in the world, and you're going into the finals at Wimbledon with a ping pong bat. So similarly, you don't want to become a great trader, but get hooked up with one of these brokers. The vast majority of brokers that you see online, as I say, they're based in Cyprus, Isle of Man, India, Pakistan, Jersey, Guernsey, all these places, and the financial regulations aren't that strict. Probably you and I can go to Cyprus and open up a brokerage there. But try going to Germany and opening up a bank. You're going to have to jump through quite a few hoops. As I say, I often have people come into the office and just tell me these horror stories of how they've traded and they can't withdraw their funds, they can't get hold of the people. So in short, if you want to be a successful professional trader, then trade through a bank and not a broker. Cheers, guys. All the best for your trading. You know where I am. You know where we are. Pop onto the chat room, drop me an email, come into the office, say hi. And yeah, we're here for you, shout if you've got any questions, or if you need any help with opening your Bernstein account, or if you have any problems with opening your Bernstein bank account either, just contact us and we'll give you the support that we can. Thanks, guys.